The power of music. This melodical force can warm the hearts and loins of the wiliest curmudgeon. You should see Scrooge after a Nora Jones concert. That bag of bones is drippy and ready to single-handedly fund Planned Parenthood, because he's going to need it in the coming months. Even I've been blessed by the fourth, the fifth, the minor fall, and the major lift. I mean, it hasn't gotten me laid, but the piercing hot glares from a confused crowd sure keep me warm up on stage. Warm enough that the people mistake the scared pee-pee running down my leg for sweat. But what happens when music goes too far? And not in a Gigi Allen's or Craig Morgan's corn star kind of way, but in a technology has gone too far kind of fashion, because the ease of recording and publishing music is heating up our earth and is the real driving factor of global warming. So join me as I stamp out Spotify, abolish Apple and Amazon, demolish Deezer, snuff SoundCloud, bankrupt Bandcamp, and Pandora. Well, Pandora can stay, because I own a large stake in Pandora, meaning I left a ribeye in their office fridge after a general meeting about Derms Clerman, the musical, the album, the podcast a couple years back. But what I am trying to say is, the Zone Army was right. Destroy school-owned clarinets, burn a blunt rolled in sheet music, and welcome in a second ice age in the safety of a home studio kept warm and insulated by soundproof foam purchased from Sweetwater. And speaking on the subject, I'm talking through said foam right now.
I'm Nicole.
And this is Mostly Speaking Sentai. Oh, yes, guys, like I didn't say, me name is James, and ooh, I have a fucking tip for you morons out there. If you see a teenager or a group of teenagers in a single car, I could see if it's multiple, that's when you would start being worried. But if you see a single car full of teenagers doing donuts out in a parking lot on a snowy night, don't say shit to anyone. Don't be a rat. Don't be a narc. Oh, don't snitch. That's murdering a bunch of people. Yeah, in some senses it is, but not when it comes to just children having fun, having a blast, feeling them G-forces on their backs going, no one's getting hurt. It's just people doing donuts. I'd like to see maybe...
Unless you're someone inside that car who does not want to be inside said car.
Yeah, that's
and are just forced to be in there because they are.
That's when you scream e-brake and then you pull the e-brake from the back seat. Sean Huck, who passed away in that car accident that has damaged me forever. Mm-hmm. His Virginia friends, one of them used to love to do that. They would be driving and he'd scream e-brake from the back seat and just yank up on it.
No!
Yeah, it was not good.
That's so dangerous.
E-brake. That's probably the name of the episode.
But like very funny in concept.
In concept. In reality, could roll the car maybe.
Like in my head, it's like on a TV show.
Also, like where
there's no consequences.
I don't think that e-brake in most like older cars, maybe it's better now, but you really have to grind up on it.
Right.
So it's not like it's going to just halt you to a stop and fling you forward like it's in a Batman movie.
Yeah.
Ooh, and you've heard her talk and you've seen her walk. Ooh, walking down that runway. She's finna...
I would walk 1,000 miles if I could just see you
tonight. Yeah. Yeah, Nicole Jacobs.
Yes.
Hey, did you start singing that because you know I was going to rhyme runway with something? When you see her walk down the runway.
Because you said when you see her walk.
Yes, finna come glaze. That glizzy glaze. Guys, let us know. Donuts have glaze. It's like a sugary glaze. What would hot dog glaze be? Like, and it can't be ketchup. It needs to be something that can just coat it. I thought maybe like a tempura style batter on it, then you deep fry it. That could be glizzy glaze. Nicole thinks just the greasy strangler grease. Questions, thoughts, Nicole?
No, you're asking the listeners.
Yeah, and I thought you were
and
going
they're
to
not
retort and add information. Conversate with Satan.
No,
I'm conversating with Satan.
because this is dumb.
Yeah, so? Man, Nicole and I were being goofballs last night, making fun of someone, playing off their name, someone who bullied Nicole, and we can't say their name.
They bullied everyone,
Oh, okay.
though.
So it wasn't...
They're just fucking mean.
All right. Now they got 2 kids.
Those poor children.
She's probably like, oh, that baby fat, you gotta work that off.
Yeah.
Oh, you're sucking at my teat a little too much.
Ew, what the fuck?
You're gonna get fat. Someone buys them a little hoodie, and she's like, you look like this freak Nicole I used to go to school with. Mm-hmm. Was she one of the talking shit about you for wearing a hoodie?
Literally no one ever did.
Oh, I thought that one person for like wearing a black hoodie all the time.
No.
Oh, okay. Then I guess what were people making fun of you
I
for?
didn't wear a black hoodie all the time.
I could have swore you said someone made fun of you for like having a hoodie and wearing black. What did people make fun of you for?
I'm not doing this.
All right, okay, all right. What you are doing is going to open up a package because what kind of music like
Sorry, I don't like to repeatedly bring up the fact that people called. I was trying to say it as if I was you, and then I realized I didn't start it that way, so it wouldn't make sense.
Hey. People know what you were going to say. You were going to say, sorry, I don't like to make fun of. Or
bring up how people called the F word.
I don't know if I can bleep that out because it'll be bleeped. Or should I say, you freak? James, I don't know. It's a suppressed memory. You don't even know how far it went.
Yeah.
Here's the mail. It never fails. It makes us want to wag our tails. When it comes, we want to wail. P.O. Box. Guys, that's right. For the first time.
I feel like I'm trapped inside of a car where the driver decided to do donuts.
All right, then scream e-brake. And this is what the e-brake is. Guys, we're opening mail from the P.O. Box. We don't know what's inside of it, but we do know it's from Steve, Intro Void Barnes.
They would say, hey, you want to do donuts? I'd be like, no, please don't. And then they'd be like, okay, let's go. And they'd do donuts.
Donut,
and I'm like,
you mean?
I hate you.
Who is this, your sister?
Yeah, and my father.
Oh, Daddy coming through with the donuts.
Yeah.
You're like, wrong kind of donuts. I want the ones with the holes inside of it.
Yeah.
Gimme.
Oh my God, those donuts from Wesco where they're like, it was like a cinnamon roll, but it had like...
Glaze?
Is it peanut? No, it wasn't peanut butter. It was like butterscotch.
Oh, I don't know.
And like peanuts sprinkled on it. Oh my God, they're so fucking good.
That's a little too exotic for me.
But I can literally never have it ever again.
Yeah, because he's got that gloomy.
So I'm just going to go cry about it real quick.
But cry about it louder in the microphone.
Yeah.
Nicole, what's our P.O. Box? Where did Steve send? If you guys want to be part of the here's the mail, it makes us wail.
Marshland Media, P.O. Box 180036 on 2011 West Montrose Avenue, Chicago, Ill 60618.
And that is also in the description of, I think, every single episode of this show since we got the P.O. Box like a year and a half ago.
Cool. 66666.
666. But no, in case people need to like look at it to type it instead of. Oh, I thought you were saying like, oh, I just read that for nothing.
No, I'm
Scoob!
glad because I was like, when I was trying to find the Grift Horse email, And I was just like, oh, I'll just look in the description of an episode or something. It's like one sentence.
Yeah.
And I was like, cool.
Also, Howard...
And I like looked other places and I couldn't fucking find it.
It's on the Discord. Join the Discord, baby.
I don't...
The grift cord. Yeah, sometimes Howard will end it with like a comma, so you think he just forgot to finish up the description, but it's just he put a comma instead of a period.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why you got to make sure your descriptions are a little juicy, and anything you tell people to go to should also be in the descript.
I mean, they're just like, hey, we know you're here to listen to the podcast.
Yeah, but what you need to know how to spell stuff.
Yeah.
And dispel you shall. When you open that, let's find out what Steve sent us.
Okay.
Here's the mail. It makes me wail. She's opening it up. Steve of Wheel or Sweet Child
it says
of Time.
media mail.
Yeah.
Some sort of media.
Land media mail. Also, please put James McCollum as well. Like, James McCollum, care of Marshland Media.
Why?
Because or also, please let me know. Tell me when you send stuff. Because sometimes I get that informed delivery, but they have never said any packages will be here. And then I have to go there. It's not in the P.O. box. I have to ask them. And they're like, oh, we didn't put that name with that yet. So, yeah, it's back here.
So...
Put James McCollum as well on the packages.
Because the P.O. box is James McCollum?
I think so. I thought I put Marshland Media, but just first also, I guess the crux of this, tell me when you send stuff so I can be on the lookout. Open it. You could have had that opened already.
It's probably like cassettes, bro.
I see what one of them might be.
Cardboard from Domino's.
Oh, hell yeah.
Tasty.
What's
Intro
that?
Void patch.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'm holding it upside down.
Upside clown.
Intro Void woven patch. It's really fucking nice looking.
You gotta get it, Nicole.
Ed Wood on VHS.
Ooh.
Why?
I don't know. I think we've talked about Johnny Depp or something.
Okay.
He's in that movie, right?
Yeah.
Tim Burton's.
Tim Burt.
You love Tim Burton.
I mean, this is one that I've always been
Interested in?
Yeah, but then I don't remember what I was reading about, but I read that like they did a poor representation of this person's life.
Yeah. Like real bad.
Yeah.
They wanted it more whimsical and quirky like Tim Burton does. And then it's like, well, that man's life wasn't always whimsical and quirky.
Yeah, and I feel like I read that they like played down their like sexuality or something. I don't remember.
I swear it was that girl that woman that reviews movies. I like totally forget her name all the time, but I really enjoy her.
Pushing Up Roses?
No.
Okay.
Pushing Up Roses keeps posting like a bunch of thirst traps on Twitter. I'm not complaining about it, but it
Are you talking about the person that
Maggie May
keep saying stop watching
No,
these
that's
because they make bad lists?
No, it's Maggie May, I believe. Hers Maggie Mayfish, or that could be no, that's not a Disney show. You guys already know who this person is.
Maybe it's for this movie's gay.
It could be, but we haven't done that in a year.
Or maybe it's like, hey, I have this VHS.
Yeah, he wants to share VHSs. And then what's the cassette?
There was no note. Glenn Miller, A Memorial, 1944 to 1969 cassette.
Okay, Steve, you have made cassette
Twin
versions of the Oh, wait.
But it's actually...
All right. I was going to say, dude, what's up? Like, you've collaborated with me and put
The other side
cassettes.
is like checkerboard and just says ska.
What's the other thing say?
What other thing?
The other side. I don't think you described that.
No, because I thought you were going to.
No.
So I wasn't.
Describe the sides,
You
bro.
do it!
It's swampy, and it says MLM, which is probably our collaborative effort that we've done together.
Yeah.
And we're working on more stuff. I'm excited. He finally got a digital recorder microphone, so he can plug that stuff in and go, a dong, a dong, a dang, a bon, diggy, dig. Pretty cool. So, guys, send us. It's the P.O. Box. Just rewind or look in the description.
Rewind or look in the description.
That's what I wish I could tell my parents about my life. They're like, oh, Jay.
That makes no sense.
Actually, okay, it makes sense in my mind. When my sister asks me something, I don't remember anything she wants to know. Oh, wait, is it a different thing? Okay, all right. Nicole said, hey, wonder if what's in that.
It says demo tape for promotional use only.
Ooh, he has, I think, a screener of Clerks, I believe.
It's a secret one.
Ooh. Maybe he wants us to flip it. I don't know. No, I'm kidding.
I'll flip it, do a
Kickflip?
Do a ollie.
Tech Deck Mini with it?
Tech Deck Mini kickflip.
Oh, my, never. Nicole, I have a follow-up before we get into Fiveman.
Yeah.
About a previous episode that we did back in September.
I wanted to say thank you to Steve real quick, though.
Thank you so much, Steven.
Thank you. Explain yourself, sir. Or don't.
Yeah, explain the movie of Ed Wood.
Give us the plot.
Yeah, even though Maggie May already did it to me.
Yeah.
But Nicole, I have a follow-up from a question we pondered about back in September 30th specifically, on Mostly Speaking Small Soldiers. My mother got me this dossier book of small soldiers.
Yeah, she had to one-up me.
She said, oh, bro, wait, I mean, what? You got that Yogi Bear game, which is on par, and then you got a bunch of other cool shit.
Yeah.
So you're always better than your mom, or my mom. Your mom wants me to call her like, oh, just call me mom. And I'm like, nah, you're Nicole's mom.
Yeah, I was there.
She said it again. This is on Facebook Live.
Okay.
Because I was just strangling myself with a belt saying, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
And then she's like, call me mom.
Uh-huh.
As she was leaving the chat, saying, all right, I'm done watching.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm crying for help over here.
Uh-huh.
None of this actually happened. I was playing a video game. I was reading this dossier because I will be going into expanded Small Soldiers lore on Saturday, because every single Saturday I'm doing like a podcasty type stream over on twitch.tv/Mostly Speaking Sentai and Mostly Speaking Sentai on YouTube and Facebook. Remember when we, at the end of Small Soldiers, were like, wonder how much that check was to Joe, the truck driver, and to the two homeowners, Phil and Alan's house.
For the damages.
Yes. We said Joe, to like keep his mouth shut, was $400K. And then the damages for Phil's house, $1.5 million, and for Alan's, $800,000. In this dossier book, has the check stubs of, and it says exactly what name and exactly how much.
Why?
Because I don't like this as canon. Because afterwards he said like these canceled checks, and I was like, I hope he didn't cancel. Then you have a lawsuit on your hands. So whoever wrote that book is like, no. Okay, Joe's, you guys were so close. It was $500,000.
Nice.
That's insane amount of money. And for Phil and Alan's home, this is in what, 1998 or something. $10 million.
Okay.
They could have fucking moved. They were in this small town, and I think it's Massachusetts, maybe? Is Plymouth in Massachusetts? I mean, it's also in Michigan, but there were other towns around. They had a map to be able to like really focus in. I think it's in Massachusetts. They could have just at $10 million.
Yeah.
They could have just spent $1 million, then pocketed the other $9 million.
Yeah.
But again, that's also for their secrecy and not suing.
Yeah.
That's a settlement.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah.
And I'm glad I read that. It was a nice, fun read. Find out more this Saturday, 5 p.m. Central Time. I'm excited, baby. We got some nice stuff to talk about today. Are you ready to get in?
Okay.
I'm so itchy. Also, this week on the Patreon, talking about Beyblade, the finale recorded live. It was like 2.5 hours of fun.
Good.
I enjoyed it. We're having fun. Nicole's out of town this weekend.
So you're going to party?
Yeah, by myself because all my friends.
Dude.
We're partying. I guess I haven't invited Melzer or Sean over.
But Sean
is working, I know.
And Melzer's working.
Probably.
Always.
I did invite PJ and Dana of the Rewind to come over for a podcast. So maybe that'll happen. I don't know. Fingers crossed, because I need a guest.
I need a Gex.
Oh, I need some Gex in my life saying, Gex kisses human women, so you have a shot, Nicole.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you want to talk about Fiveman episode, I think 13, entitled D.A.R.E Fight?
Sure.
Ooh, yeah, I'm loving this shit. It's a great episode. Here's a quick rundown of crux of the story. There's the funkiest sea lion I've ever seen doesn't arf arf not a single time. I was upset. Nicole was so pissed she started spray vomiting everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Vomiting obscenities, that is.
Yeah.
And, Die Ranger. No, this dude freezes people because he's got this misty breath that likes to chill you out. And music's the only thing that'll warm up people's souls and hearts and bodies and stop the deep chill. And Die Ranger, that is the thing. And Remy's a music teacher.
Yeah.
She has as they described, a teacher she is helping raise this band of children with care instead of with reckless abandon, make it fucking punk rock as hell.
Throw them all in a truck, do some donuts in the parking lot.
They'll be screaming, they'll be like, dun, 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 e-brake.
Yeah.
I wish I could. Donuts are so fun.
No, they're not.
There are carnival rides, but I just want a carnival ride that simulates a donut.
Done.
Because most have like a giant arm out and like turn you around like that.
Sure.
Keep spinning you.
The G-force ones.
I want a short arm as long as a car, and then it moves on the axis of a car.
Yeah.
Call it donut. Do please.
I mean, I feel like that's just...
Like I could get on a merry-go-round and like hold my hands out and flip around like that.
A merry-go-round?
Yeah, a merry-go-round.
I don't even know what that's supposed to be.
A madrigal-round, I'm sorry.
A marigold.
Yeah, a marigold you.
A golden retriever of you.
I want a marigold square. Because it's not round.
Round, yeah.
Yeah. I want a madrigal triangle. What's the greatest shape to draw? Like the most satisfying shape.
Satisfying?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess a circle when you get it right.
Okay. Pentagram. That's a shape.
Stusius.
Stusius?
Stusius.
That's like in a sci-fi. Hello, my name's Dr. Stusius. Or it's a disease. Oh no, I got bit by the vampire and they gave me Stusius.
Yeah.
That's a Stusius observation you gave me, doctor.
It sounds like deuce. So I always think it sounds like another word for duty.
Well, deuce, like, peace out, baby. Throw up them deuces.
Yeah.
And someone poops into the air.
What?
It's forceful. Man, I wonder, okay, I've never seen this, and Tub Girl doesn't count because, one, it's just a still picture, and I think it's doctored. I hope it's doctored, Tub Girl. Nicole, never Google it.
I won't.
I wonder, like, how high into the air someone can poop. Not, like, shoot a marble up into the air with their bung. Like, how hard can they poop?
Yeah.
Just, but I think it would just, like,
I don't know, like a foot, probably.
One of those... They're fireworks and they're the worms, the snakes that you light and then it just wiggles out.
Yeah.
That's what I think just poop does.
Yeah.
Because it would also be so dependent on, like, it's doing speed runs, but the RNG is like the shape of your turd. Mm-hmm. Like if it's a little ball and you just shoot it real quick, that's good. But if it's a full log...
See, this is why you get like mad that
Yeah.
I don't like improv with you or whatever.
You've been improving.
But that's because every time I try to do it, you either make it sexual or
Sensual.
gross.
Okay, then I'll make it this not gross.
And then like instead of just like, oh, it's just like a thing mentioned, you clamp onto it and you just go.
They're called
and I'm
thought
like,
experiments.
I'm not here for this.
And my thoughts...
Then choose a different thing to clamp onto.
All right, ducks. Huh? They got wings.
That
That's
wasn't
pretty weird.
part of the conversation.
Well, I'm making new conversation. Ducks. Agree with them or not? Go.
Yes.
Whoa, you agree with a duck? Especially on their thoughts on Israel? Nicole, controversial.
Okay.
So now we can't talk about political geopolitics.
I mean, you can.
Well, and then you're telling me that the improv is just yes, not and.
Because
You don't know. Oh, okay. Then I'll bring up something you do know. Shapes.
I'm literally gonna leave.
Most sophisticated
I'm
one.
literally so fucking close to just getting up and leaving.
Okay, this episode starts out with big ol' hairhead, and she's saying, "You guys have failed me one too many times." And then Nicole's like, "Why is this dude so angry?" And
Yeah.
it's because she was, I don't know, screaming about something. What? You were doing something.
I was screaming.
Yeah. You were like, "Woe is me."
I was like, hey.
Yeah, okay. Yes, guys, it's been recorded. Nicole does a spot on just Yogi's interstitial phrasings, I should say. Yogi Bear, some of his series are baffling. Also, Josie and the Pussycats Go to Outer Space is nuts, guys.
Yeah.
Whew. Baffling. So he's screaming and saying, oh, because she's like, "I'm going to kill all of you guys. You're done." And also, like, if she can do that, why not just eat the earth herself? Like, she's a big-ass head in the sky.
Because she can't, because she has to save all of her power up.
Okay. I mean, she could just circle the globe once, and then people would be like, "Holy fuck, I'm going to shoot myself in the head."
What?
Because people would be scared. There's a lady in the sky that's as big as the world?
Okay, yeah.
I bet, and I want to know the figures.
You don't think it's just like a projection that's that big?
It could be. But still, seeing that in the sky and her saying, "I'm going to eat your planet," people would kill themselves. I want to know, Final Fantasy VII, do you know anything about the story?
Nope.
Like a dude with a long sword wills or is the meteor, but wills a meteor to come crash into the planet.
Okay.
I want to know how many people ended their lives because of that.
Yeah.
You know, that's really fucked up to think about. So many people would be saying, "Well, my life's done." And just people going about their lives thinking,
You think they would do that?
yeah, absolutely. Because it's like, oh, I'm going to die anyway. Might as well just not be like vacuumed into space or something.
Vacuumed into space?
Yeah, because the comet's going to hit, and if they're on the other side of the world, they're going to rocket out of the atmosphere.
Oh my God.
They're going to get vacuumed into space.
Yeah.
Their eyes falling out.
I don't think. Okay.
What's better, being killed in space or killed under the sea?
What's better?
Yeah.
I guess probably under the sea.
Yeah, because then you're...
A little crab.
because you're food for those little crabs. But up space, you're just... a face hugger's going to jam it into your mouth.
Well, because I feel like, I don't know, don't your like organs explode or something?
Yeah, I think. They implode, explode, all the above.
Yeah, I don't want that.
That'd be pretty cool. They like expand real tight or real hard, and then they suck in real quick.
Yeah.
And then that kills you.
That's terrifying.
Oh, but I hear it's orgasmic.
So you're going to do it then?
Yeah, why not? Let's try it. Some people, Jeff Bezos wants to go to space
Pass.
to waggle his dick around. No. Me, I want to go there to kill two birds with one stone. One, best orgasm of my life. Two, I die.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, guys.
Again, with having to make everything sexual.
Well, also will make things sad. So he's like, kill me instead. And then his team is like, oh, yeah, he's a stand-up man once in his life.
He does stand-up comedy.
He's like, what's the deal with that guy who's an accountant? Why do we need him here?
Why is he fighting? He's an accountant.
Yeah, why? Like, if you work for a company and you're an accountant or anyone who isn't the boss and, like, someone comes in and is like, I'm going to take this shit down, leave. You don't need to be loyal to your company. I guess if it's an army, you kind of do because, like...
So I can just leave?
No.
Or...
No, because we are the heads of this podcast.
Fuck.
Yeah. So, and then she's like, I'll give you another chance. And then the accountant's like, I'll do it. Just let me do it. And then introduces the funkiest sea lion we've ever seen.
Funkiest?
Yeah, he's funky. Not like bow ticka bow meow slap bass.
Stellar sea lion.
Yeah, he's cool. He's got that breath. He looks nothing like a sea lion, though. Like, if you showed me that, I would guess a fish or a manta ray before sea lion.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think it looks like any animal, honestly.
Like they had
but
that wolf?
This is another super cool monster design, dude.
It's cool. Not a sea lion.
Cool.
Not a single arf arf.
Not a single arf.
I like it when they slap their little things and they go, Eeyah.
Their superpower is just putting a blue filter on everything.
And then balancing a ball on their nose.
Yeah.
Well, they have this big old collar on them.
A collar?
You know, I don't know what those things are called. It's what a thespian in the medieval times would wear. It went around their neck. Like a floofy collar that jets out.
It's like a accordion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a chef's hat, but if you just put that chef's hat and hit it through your head real hard.
Sure.
And it goes on your neck and shoulders.
Yeah.
Head and shoulders. No dandruff. Because if you're a chef, you don't want to do that. The blue tint, this is what I wrote down. A blue tint in a world of an orange glow. And I'm only going to be speaking in poetic prose now. Because I got to know my enemy.
What the fuck does that mean?
Well, because I was wearing my blue blockers and did not see. And, like, all of this looked the same to me and upon my initial watching.
Oh, so like the colors didn't change at all.
No, because I had the orange glow on the TV and in front of my eyes. I had blue blockers on and the warm tint.
Yeah, that would. I feel like that would affect it. That would affect it.
Mm-hmm. Because it's all blue. I'm surprised it wasn't just a dark screen.
Well, I just mean like your comprehension of what's going on in the episode.
Well, they were going the universal sign for it's chilly out. They were doing that, and then the girls looked like
there was a small ghost child in the background.
Yeah,
saying I'm cold.
I'm cold. And speaking of those girls, so that dude's freezing everything, and these 3 girls walk by and they're just like zombies.
Yeah.
Their hair's not wet, so we're not that into J-horror yet, but they touch the girls and they're like, hey, what's wrong? What's wrong? Touching them, they're like, ooh, warming up their hands. Oh, that was real cold, those shoulders. Giving me the cold shoulder, will ya? I'm surprised I didn't say that in a Rodney Dangerfield voice.
That makes 2 of us. Walking corpses is what they describe them as.
I'm going to make humanity walking corpses as silent as ice.
Silent as ice.
But we find out ice pretty explosive later on.
Yeah.
Because they get, to show them being icy, they just put cellophane around them, which they also helmeted people, already hard to breathe.
I thought it was good.
No.
I was like, that's cool.
I think it's cool, but they put it also over the helmet, which it's like, oh, you're suffocating your actors right now.
No, because you breathe from like the bottom.
Still, it's so hard, and then there's whip-de-doos around. It'll also make it pretty hot because it's not really cold. That's just a blue filter they have on. Just because the camera's seeing you blue doesn't mean you are.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so cold and chilly. Oh, my hands.
My never.
Oh, my never. Oh. So this, we'll go back to the beginning a little bit. This dude's trying to freeze two of the Rangers, the Fiveman. I think it was red and blue or black and blue. Again, I had the tinties on.
Yeah.
And the screen was tinted, so it's even harder.
Yeah, I was going to say, so was the screen.
So all of a sudden, Remy is in this class just banging on drums and playing music. That warms everyone up. And we don't know that that's the reason, but you can pretty much infer that. And then,
because then Egghead comes in.
Yeah, Zaza comes in, and just like a parent while you're listening to loud music just screams, "Cut that fucking racket and shut off the music." But unlike my parents, she has laser daggers.
Laser boomerangs.
And destroys all the musical equipment. It's pretty gnarly.
In just one fell swoop.
Did your parents ever come into your room, pound on the door, and say, "Cut that shit off"?
No, but my dad would be like, "What the fuck is this shit? Change it."
Ooh, to what?
I don't fucking know.
I mean, not to change it to what? What was he saying that to?
One time it was Death Cab for Cutie.
What? That's just rock and roll.
Yeah, I don't know. And then we were like in the, like with the top down, and there's like a sunset driving by the beach.
Mm-hmm.
It was atmospheric, and I was like, okay, fuck you. And then I was listening to like a song from the soundtrack of Where the Wild Things Are. And I was just like, all right, fucking dickhole.
He's like, "It's not a man from the 80s talking about having sex with a teenager. I don't want to hear it."
Basically.
This song's not about cherry pies, literally or metaphorically.
It's group vocals of children singing about love. Fuck that shit.
Oh, you were listening to the Powerpuff Girl soundtrack. Love, 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 love.
Like that tracks.
Yeah. He's like, I had children, but I just wanted to blast inside so bad. Yeah.
Always making it sexual.
No, this isn't sexual. This is creepy and disgusting.
Always making it gross.
You know I do.
Well, what about you, bitch?
Oh, my parents, every single day they would come home because I wouldn't know they're home because my music was blaring too loud.
Yeah.
But it was music I was making most of the time. I don't know what podcast, I said it on someone's podcast, but my sister once came into my room. I had like a little boombox that had poor sound, and she goes, "Turn that down. Once you have something with bass, you can have it as loud as you want, and I won't care." What? Flash forward like a year later for Christmas,
Edgelord.
I get a nice stereo, one that Tyler Wright still has.
Okay.
And it's bass heavy. I'm living in the basement now. She comes down and she's like, "Shut that shit off." And I'm like, "You literally told me a year ago that if it has bass, I can have it as loud as I want." And she's like, "I don't care anymore." And then goes upstairs and probably
Sisters were right.
did whippets.
Yeah.
Well, etching a man's or a boy's name into her closet wall.
Well, I didn't have like a stereo. I had an iPod, so until I got surround sound.
Ooh, 5.1.
But I really didn't listen to music on it a lot. It was more just movies, and then they would be like, it literally sounds like it's storming outside because you have it up so high.
Yeah, I am mesmerized.
It was awesome
that your parents allowed that in their home for multiple reasons. One, the sound. Two, it like as someone who knows you and what you were like in high school, it's like, well, she's never gonna leave her room now.
Yeah,
it's a movie theater there.
Yeah,
and
it was awesome.
Just
it was before that though.
What?
Because I had like a shitty projector.
Okay.
And then I wanted to get a nicer one. And then I was like, I was like, that's dumb. I'll just buy a TV.
Because I've been mowing lawns.
Yeah.
And the electricity use that a surround sound takes. I'd be like, no, just turn on the TV.
No, it was awesome.
No. Like, looking back, I wish I would have just used headphones.
Watching The Dark Knight like 800 times.
Wow, man, you are an edgelord.
It was awesome.
You're like, Nicole was watching it while looking in the mirror, and she's like, chaos is taking me.
Me imagining standing in the middle of a road going, hit me!
Stop screaming. You are so unbalanced in your volume today.
You're welcome, sir.
You're like, you want to know how I got these scars?
You want to see a magic trick?
And then Franklin goes, meow.
Oh, no, not to Frank!
No, and then you have to, that guy doesn't say he wants to see a magic trick, does he? Everyone's just like, huh?
Yeah, I'm just saying not to Frank.
All right.
Why'd you have to bring him in?
Because he's just hanging out, and he's like, I do want to see a magic trick. Technically, why are you doing that to him?
I did. You put him in that situation.
He wants to see magic. Like, all of a sudden, a coin's there and it's not. He'll freak out.
For anyone who doesn't know or remember, it's when he puts a pencil on the table and then just slams a dude's head into a pencil.
Through eyeball first.
I can make this pencil disappear.
The eyeball starts eating the pencil, and then he looks back and he's like, I'm Colton Grundy.
It's got that sound effect of like when you would go to arcades and you would put your tickets into the ticket counter thing, and it would go like,
oh yeah, I like that. Then he says, ugh, and then it goes out his belly button. He's like, there's my magic trick.
Ew.
Joker's like, you one up to me. You're more chaotic than I, the clown prince genius.
Yeah.
Oh no, you're true chaos.
Oh no.
I guess I'm true neutral now.
The Joker meets Socks and has that reaction.
Of what? Because Socks is more chaotic?
Yeah.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah.
Draw Socks as the Joker. Dude, you would get so many likes on
that already exists. That's the
on Parlor.
No, what the fuck? That's like the one Batman comic I have is where the cover is the Joker and a cat swapped faces.
Oh, but that's real, like that's like live action-y, isn't it?
No.
Oh, well, it's not Socks, is it?
No.
All right, then. Let's get back to the notes.
Let's get back to the notes
even. So, after they take out the music, Zaza comes back and she's like, yeah, I did it. And then Dongle, we'll just call him Dongle. The accountant, says, oh,
Dongo.
For your service, and hands her 1 credit. And the other lady, she goes, just 1 credit? And then Zaza in the background just shrugs her shoulders like, eh? I thought it was very funny.
Yeah. No, I would be like, why did he pay you for that? Like, we're all trying to do the same thing.
Mm-hmm. I guess because it's like something that really didn't need to happen. He's like, I take cares of mine.
I mean, it did, though, because they were trying to freeze. Weren't freezing because of the music.
Yeah. And then they found out.
So it did need to happen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess. You know what I mean?
No, I don't. That's why I brought it up, sir.
Then they say, because they're like, oh, the music is destroyed. But then Gaku? Why am I forgetting everyone's names?
I don't know anyone's name.
The leader of the group, I think his name is Gaku.
I need that cheat sheet.
Me too. So he goes.
The Try Guys talked about how it's weird when you watch something with subtitles. It's like, for some reason, it's harder to keep track of names.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be like some sort of weird thing with humans' brains.
It's gotta be May. Yeah, it's Gaku. I was right. Gaku, Ken, Fumiya, Remy, Kazumi, and Arthur G6. So Gaku hears like two little music mallets tinging on a crystal vase if you're nasty. And he's like, music can be made anywhere from butts to cereal boxes. Because those cereal boxes that the Reese's, that you put it on like a beat map and then you take a picture of it and then you put it into the website and it makes that beat.
And then you take those and you just toss them at a butt.
Yeah. And it pings off from
a
it.
Rhythm. Yeah.
Ping, 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 ping. Yeah, the higher ones are, you're pinging it off from like a more petite, tight ass. And then just like, dong, dong,
No,
dong,
it's just like
dong.
different parts.
Okay. I mean, you should have a plethora of butts around if you're trying to make a
plethora.
I guess I just need one tom to make the snare noise and all of that. I just hid it in different areas. No, you want to be
in
like
this reality that I made up. Yeah.
Tommy Lee with a just assortment of butts pounding on him with Rice Krispie or Reese's Pieces Puffs.
I don't know who that is.
He was in Motley Crue. He's a drummer.
Okay.
He'd be upside down banging on the drums.
Sure.
Suspended in the air. Saying, I got that big old dick. And that's not sexual. That's atomically correct, bro.
You couldn't help yourself. You
You're
just had to.
You're one of those prudish shrews.
Yeah.
Who are like, oh, any nudity is sexual inherently.
Uh-huh.
So you're like, I can't even take a shower without getting in my bathing suit, or people will think I'm fingering myself in there. James is always...
You're saying, oh, he's got that big old dick.
Yeah.
Is that...
That's a feature of him. Maybe you know him of that. He dated Pamela Anderson. And just because they're dating, that means they need to be freaking.
Unrelatedly saying he's got that big old dick is not sexual.
No, that's props, dude. That's art. The woman and manly form, yaga yaga. It's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, because yaga yaga doesn't always mean I'm getting boned up.
Yeah.
It also might mean
it's cool.
I'm appreciative of this.
Like this episode.
Yeah.
In temperature.
So when I look at a Monet, I say yaga yaga. When I look at like a nice shrubbery and it's just been cut into a perfect square, I say yaga yaga.
Perfect circle, baby.
Coming to the killing zone. Sleep to the slaughter. There was a song of theirs that someone sampled.
Tie this around your neck.
What?
I think that's part of a Perfect Circle song.
A bow tie?
Yeah.
They're about to go to a wedding?
I used to listen to Perfect Circle. I don't remember any of their songs, though.
I only know one that Satanic sampled and Adam Sample. Speaking of samples, also listen to him.
I think you mean Adam Bench.
He wanted to go into the Navy, so he'd be Seaman Sample. It's a good joke.
Love it.
Also just a reality.
Always gotta make it sexual.
What? Semen isn't sexual inherently. It's reproductive. Or in my case, just goo. Because it doesn't have sperm in it. It's just semen. Talking to the mic when you say things like that. Oh, okay. When Remy gets down to business, her hair...
Let's get down to business.
So she has like two buns in the back.
Your two buns. And
she... hair buns. Don't be like, she's talking about ass again. Shut up, subreddit. They are in completely different directions, guys.
Yeah.
And it is the hairdresser or the director, whoever is on set should have been fired.
Wow. I mean, like at first it made sense.
Because she's all disheveled?
Yeah, disheveled.
Still.
But then it's like, okay, fix it, maybe.
Yeah. She should not be that disheveled.
for the whole time.
If anything, just like put out like one strand of hair in front of her eye.
What?
Because you still need the actors and actresses to look stunning on film.
Sure.
Like someone who's like, oh, I've been in an accident. Like in a...
Not like they're in a Nickelodeon Junior show.
What it should be is when Nick
With
Cage...
the hair all silly.
Meg Ryan got into that bicycle accident at the end of City of Angels. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, she's fine. And she's like, I'm dying as all hell. And it's like, dude, you don't have a scratch on you. Oh, I'm going to die. But it's like, you're radiant, ma'am. That's how all things should be.
Internal bleeding.
Okay. Internal yeeting.
But she didn't look pale or anything, you
Scuffed
know?
up.
She didn't look sweaty.
I think that was in her
She wasn't
contract.
like really short of breath at all. Her hair looked incredible.
Okay, so I brought it up earlier. We find out when they break out of this ice and just explosions of sparks happen. So guys, if you quickly break ice, it explodes, which is why they call my charisma at parties explosive, because I know how to break the ice.
I think it's like only that specific ice, or if you're a 5-man.
Okay, well, I'll get the 5-man helmet and I'll start snapping icicles in half.
Yeah.
I'll go to that big old pipe, the drainage thing.
Yeah.
What do they call those?
Gutters.
And I'll go over there and just start beating it with a bat, and I'll say, explode already. And then cops get called on me. And I say,
Yeah.
I was just doing donuts, guys. Why'd you call them?
They said, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And they leave.
We need more winter, rainy, and nighttime villains in these shows just to like mix things up, because when they go into the final battle, he makes it start snowy and it's all snowy, and I loved it.
It's magical.
A whole new worm. And then finally their antifreeze reservoir is leaking because they're like, our joints, I burped, they're upset.
It's freezing.
And that's all my notes.
Whoa. But what about what? What about the child parade?
Oh yeah, that was pretty cool. I need to sample that.
And she unthaws a rose.
Okay, yeah.
So she could pick one single leaf to make a leaf whistle out of.
I think it's a leaf flute.
But really not even a whistle. It's like more of a trumpet.
Or like a recorder. It's something you'd hear in like Legend of Zelda, that kind of bullshit. Heating on Zelda.
Okay. Yeah, I'm like, that came out of nowhere.
I think the Zelda games are boring.
Overrated.
Everyone's gonna come and be like, James, you're wrong, unsubscribed.
I kind of love the Earth Cannon transformation.
Earth Cannon. Is that Arthur?
Yeah. I don't know why. I think it's cool.
Yeah. I like a nice bazooka.
And then
Bazooka.
where do they store Golan?
I think he does inflate. It's someone, like with an air mattress pump. The army, that's most of their time spent is just like, we got to get another one.
They don't just get like a
Machine to do it?
industrial
No.
one. They have
It's
to
a
do
bunch
it by
of them. Yeah.
hand.
Just a whole bunch of them.
Okay.
And then someone's like also at the feet because it has like a volleyball hole. You can also do lung.
Yeah.
Can it golden, baby? I think that's where so then it's easier to store. You deflate them and then put them underneath a bed.
Deflate them, put them underneath a bed.
Yeah, that's what I would do, baby. But what I would also do is say, that's an episode. That's a Jeff of
Yeah, I don't know
load.
how this is going to turn out. I feel like I just
It was a good one.
complained the whole time.
I thought
but
this
I also didn't.
was like Disney, quite magical.
Okay.
We are the Disney of podcasting.
How?
We got a theme park.
No.
Our brother's name is Walt
No.
and Roy.
No.
Michael Eisner used to own the podcasting network,
No.
or run it, I should say. We own Marvel?
No.
Yeah, we own, like, Ponum at least.
Honestly, I'm surprised you haven't talked about the Hanna-Barbera books you've been reading.
Well, I've been talking about those on Sweet Child of Time.
Oh, okay.
Because that's a book podcast, technically.
Got it. Yeah.
I mean, guys, I've been reading Joe Barbera's autobiography. I'm loving it. If you're into old Hollywood or animation, I highly recommend.
What's it called, you dingus?
My Life in Tunes.
There you go.
Toons. Not like bing, dagga, ding, ding, wow, 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 wow. Those kind of tunes.
It's like, rum, rum.
He did own a motorcycle.
Hey, let's do a donut in the parking lot. Yeah. Like that kind of tune.
Okay. I like doing donuts on a motorcycle.
Uh-huh.
Bringing up a bunch of fogginess everywhere.
Yeah.
Smoke, I should say.
Yeah.
Let the tires peel.
One time,
Yes.
my dad has had his friends over and they like made it all smoky with their motorcycle, and then the neighbors called the fire department. 'Cause they
Yes.
thought there was a fire.
And then a bear in a hat came out and just bit all of them.
Uh-huh.
Smokey the Bear?
Yeah.
Because he thought they were making forest fires.
Yeah.
Yeah. It would be pretty cool if Smokey the Bear and Yogi the Bear
Yeah.
teamed up. They
Sure.
probably have. We watched a bananas Yogi thing called, it was Yogi the D.A.R.E Bear, and it was D.A.R.E discussing or drugs are wrong, or drugs are... drugs are...
They misspelled.
Yeah, they misspell wrong. Drugs are rank, everyone. So...
Drugs are rice.
Yeah. Drugs are right. Incorrect. They misspell incorrect.
They put redacted.
Yeah. Drugs are redacted. Ay, ay, ay. I don't know what drugs mean or dare mean. I know what drugs mean. It means I'm having
You
a
have
fun.
a shirt that
Yeah.
has it on there.
Wait, it's on my chest. I'm not.
You can't see it.
Yeah, it's upside down. I can't read like
Yeah.
that. What do you think I am? Some savant?
Yeah.
Some whiz kid? Some...
Son of Tyler Wright.
That's literally the next thing I was going to say. Who do you think I am? Reed? Because he can read well.
Yeah, Reed can read. His namesake.
And technically, he should be playing the clarinet
Yeah.
because that's how it's spelled.
Yeah.
That little dummy better get on a oboe.
A saxophone even.
Ooh, a sax even.
A sax even.
I love sax all night long even.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got making. No, I'm making things musical, just like love making.
Just like this episode, dude.
E-brake, Nicole, what you got to plug?
E-brakes. Baby, get them. Get them while they're hot. Get them while they're cold. We got them all types of temperatures. So if you're trapped in a car because you just want to go home, but the driver decides it'd be pretty neat to do a donut at that moment, get yourself an e-brake.
Or what we should start selling, mostly speaking Sentai branded driving gloves, so you can really grip onto that e-brake in the back, yank on that button on top, pull it, and you're safe.
Yeah.
And then the driver's like, why'd you do that? That could have wrecked my car. And you're
Yeah.
like, well, you're wrecking my vibe right now. What do you have to plug?
Oh, yeah. E-brakes.
All right, guys, go over to patreon.com. Do it.
Follow me at Darling Homebody on social medias. Visit darlinghomebody.com for creepy cute stuff that I make. And patreon.com/darlinghomebody for monthly sticker magnet. Sign up before March 1st and get the current design, Barely Awake, which is a bear in coffee, and it's sleepy, and I really like it. So check it out.
Hey, guys, go over to mlmpod.com to find out information about things like Shuffling the Deck or Sweet Child of Time. And then, oh my God, it would mean the world to us. At this time, you can still join that giveaway, that Tokusatsu bundle. Oh man, we thought that giveaway would at least get us, I don't know, 2 people new. Oh, it sure hasn't. So please, patreon.com/MLM pod. You get exclusive podcasts with Nicole, myself, Lil Corey's in the mix as well. That's just $5 a month, or just do the $1 a month. It means the world to us when you go there. It makes my heart flitter, pitter, patter, and say, auga, but not in a sexual way, as we've established. And then $10 patrons, they get shout outs on every single free feed podcast, as well as exclusive watch alongs and streams. So let's begin with those shout outs, starting with Steve F., Eric Berry of Ranger Command Power Hour, Alex Z, The Waz, Orion, he's a rapper, Defo, D-F-O, Kayla, aka Two Grapes, Tyler Wright, he's a dad of Smart Child, I guess like 2 Dumbos, Elliot W at Garlic Sunshine for their amazing artwork, Jordan B, the Chaos Witch, and finally, last week's guest and person who sent us a package over at our P.O. box, it's in the description, Steve Barnes, Intro Void on Spotify and Substack. I've been James.
I'm Nicole.
And we've been Mostly Speaking Sentai. Bye-bye. This has been a Marshland Media production, produced by James McCollum. For more content, please visit mlmpod.com. To support our network and have access to exclusive podcasts, head over to patreon.com/MLMpod and sign up today. Not much. What? Dude, just tell me what you want. This random person added me on. I fucking hate it when it's like they just add you and they're like, what's up? And I'm like, I don't know you. Just get to what you want from me, and that's it. All right.
Then I just say hi, and then they don't reply after that.
Oh, I don't. Oh, you just say hi. I think I said howdy.
Oh. And then they said, what's up again?
Okay. It was, yes, sup fam. Then I said howdy. Not much. How about you? And I'm like,
what?
I didn't.
I think it's a robot.
Could be.
It sounds like a robot, James.
I should just mess him. You a robot?
Yeah, I've done that but it was on the phone.
On the fly.
And then they hung up.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Hey, that person got back to me. They're not a robot. Guess what they are, Nicole?
They're not a robot. They are, they're a person that's like, hey, listen to my beats.
No, close. They said, after I said about to record a podcast, I said, cool. I'm a grower of indica hybrid and sativa strand. I grow for medical and recreational purposes. They don't even say like, so if you need something.
I'd be like, okay, that's cool, I guess.
I should just respond back to them, say, cool.
Yeah.
I'm an audio engineer. Because, hey, he's just giving out what he does for a profession. Here's what I do for a profession. Oh, yeah.